the paper threes for last
Yes.
also.
Now what subjects are you doing? What's your favorite?
So I take obviously it's English and maths, and then I chose physical sciences, life sciences, and history.
Okay.
And I have to say, sciences are hard, so history has definitely been my favorite. I love learning about the cultures and the events and the people from the past. It's quite fascinating to see how their choices and actions have shaped our present today.
I love that.
And it's also relevant to know. It helps you understand the current events and why societies function the way they do.
Of course, 100%, and I absolutely love that. Now, how have you balanced academics with your other responsibilities?
Well, balancing academics can be quite tough at times, but I've learned it's about managing your time and knowing what to prioritize when. So it's good to have a schedule where you block out specific times for studying and extracurriculars and also social time. So you don't have to follow it to the T, but it's good to use it as a guideline to plan your time so that you have it all balanced.
Because I know that when you studying, you in matric too, when you studying, well, for me, it was like mentally draining because of the amount of work I had to do.
Definitely.
And then I'm like, okay, I need to study, I need to do well for this. But then I'm tired, I have other responsibilities too. And then I just had to work with that, and it was so stressful. But we get through it. So, can you share maybe a specific academic challenge that you faced and how you had overcome it?
So it's quite interesting that you brought up the mental challenge, because I feel like this year I've been struggling with all my subjects overall. Like they each have their bad parts and their good parts, and it's also hard to keep up with the workload and the pressure of working towards the final exams.
Yes, I get you.
And especially this year has been packed with assignments and exams, and it's just like it's stressful. So I think to overcome any academic challenge I faced this year, it's firstly to remember why you're doing it, and to think of the goals you have for the future and how this task or how this exam is helping you get closer towards the goals. And then just that mentality allows you to like start pushing forward. And then like I said, it's about breaking it all down into manageable chunks and setting daily goals. And it's also a good idea to have study groups with your friends or reaching out to teachers for help. That way you feel more confident and supported. Yes, so I definitely had my friends by my side, and that was very helpful.
Oh, I'm glad. You always need that good group of friends who will encourage you, then break you down, because you have some really terrible people in this world. So now, what has been your most memorable experience in high school?
That's a hard one, especially this year, because it's the last year. Everyone tries to make every experience memorable.
100%.
The most recent one I think would have to be after our final senior assembly. So we had our matric prize giving, and like everyone was filled with emotions. And then my friends and I, along with some other girls from school, decided to go into the ocean, and we just ran in our uniforms and just jumped around, laughed, drenched in water.
That would have been really lovely.
And then we went for milkshakes after. So it was definitely an enjoyable experience.
That is awesome.
And it's good to end off the year, especially since like we're all going our own ways now. It's good to end off like that.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, when I was in school, since grade 9 to grade 12, I was in a sort of homeschool type of thing, well, like a tuition center. So it was like normal school, finished the same times. But I guess, yes, we had that freedom, and it was really nice because we were all friends with each other. So there was no hate or negativity toward anyone. And I guess that was kind of different because I think about, okay, for example, how you have your matric dance. Like I didn't have that. We had our like matric farewell, but because there were very few of us, like 6 people in matric who were in my class. So I think about, look at them, like they experienced this, but I know it was worth it.
It's quite nice because like we had different experiences, so we also like learned different things. So because I went to obviously a mainstream public school, it was nice to bond with so many girls from like different paths of life, and they all like really nice.
Yes, absolutely love that. Now, how do you feel about the transition from high school to the next phase of your life, and what are your plans after high school?
Well, hopefully, inshallah, I get accepted into optometry next year.
Ooh.
I'm still kind of. It took me quite a while to figure out what I wanted to
Yeah.
do. I think everything just falls in place with
Yeah.
time, though.
Yeah.
And what inspired me to choose optometry was a combination of my interest in sciences, because I chose obviously life sciences as
Yes.
well, and the desire to do something that will help people, that will change their lives.
Yes.
So we started. So matric life sciences or biology, they focus mainly on the human response.
Yes.
So that's your ears and your eyes, and how all your body works together, and obviously responds and adapts to the environment
Yeah.
around you. So vision is something I think we often take for granted, and it's very important in our everyday lives, and many people struggle with it without even realizing the impact on their quality of life.
I love that. Okay, if you become an optometrist, please, can I have a
Yes.
free session?
I also know
My-
lots of people who use glasses, so
No, my
wear
eyesight
glasses.
is terrible.
Yes.
Like, I actually forgot my glasses at home, and I didn't wear my contacts today. And I'm sitting
Oh, so all
here.
you're seeing is a blur.
Yes, you are not even that far from me, but I cannot see you clearly. I mean, my mother, my eyesight is worse than hers. So, need some help there. Now,
Yes.
what is one life lesson that you learned in high school that you think will stick with you for your life, for the rest of your life?
I think one would be the importance of resilience.
Yes.
So there were so many moments throughout high school, whether it was a tough exam, stress over the service committee that I was a part of, or just feeling overwhelmed in general,
Yeah.
where I wanted to give up. But I realized that you just have to push through, and failure isn't the end. It's just part of the process.
Yes.
So it's persistence and a positive mind that can get you through anything.
I absolutely love that. And you're in matric. I'm done with school, but you're still an inspiration to me because you're truly wonderful. Now, if you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
I think it would be not to stress so much over what other people are thinking, and also to trust that things will work out.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time worrying about things that, looking back, didn't really matter as much as I thought it would.
Yes.
And I missed opportunities as a result. And like I said, I also struggled this year to actually find out where I wanted to go next year.
Absolutely.
So I think I tell myself to take more chances and to just enjoy the journey.
Yes.
There's no right path, and making mistakes is part of learning and growing.
That is wonderful. So, what advice could you give to our upcoming matriculants?
I think, and I'm sure a lot of high school students have heard this before, but I think it's to find a balance between working hard and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because the pressure can be intense, but your physical and mental well-being should always come first. And also, like I've said, don't be afraid to take mistakes, or to make mistakes, or to take risks.
Yes.
Because high school is about growth, not perfection.
Yes.
And stay organized, stick to a study schedule, but don't forget to enjoy moments with your friends and family as well. And trust in Allah that everything will fall into place. Matric is a big year, but it's just one part of your journey. Keep a positive mindset and you'll come out stronger on the other side.
I actually love that. See, I told you, inspiration. It's not just me, but I hope every single other person. Anyway, so other than this whole, matric aspect, what are your plans for your holidays?
Actually, I'm just trying to get through that paper next Monday.
Yeah.
And see where we go from there. But I think because a lot of my friends are moving across the country to different universities, I think it's just to spend time with them. And then also my family, because I haven't spent a lot of time with them this year.
I get you. So, would you like to share anything to anyone who's listening?
Just to all my family listening, Jazakallah for all the support that you've given me this year. Thank you to you.
Oh, no, I'm really glad you could come on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, absolutely love that. So as you know, we have a jewelry store, Mohammed Jewelers and Watchmakers.
Yes.
Are you going to come?
Well, of course. I think it's family tradition to work there
Yes,
during
of
December.
course. I'll be very
It's nice to
excited.
have a kitty for the holidays.
Anyway, Jazakallah for coming on. It was absolutely lovely.
Jazakallah for
Really
having me.
appreciate it. Okay,
Yes.
well, assalamu alaikum wa
Wa
rahmatullahi wa
alaikum
barakatuh.
salam. I'll
And-
see you at our next family
Yes,
supper.
of course. Okay, well, alhamdulillah, today was absolutely lovely. We had our lovely guest, Nurha Mohammed, and we hope to actually have her soon. And I wish her the best and all of our upcoming matriculants. Now, I will be back right after the ad break, and I'm going to share an interesting topic on how you, as an individual, can create your own reality.
This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Kenfield